Hallo und willkommen zu meiner Kochshow, Cooking with Lubu. That's cooking show, not the other thing. Today we're going to be making a German schnitzel, but we're going to be making it my style with a little Reinhardt homage to Overwatch. Reinhardt, best character in Overwatch. Schnitzel, best way to make a meat. This one, I'm going to be using my meat frienderizer. That's this special device here to make sure that it is perfectly made. We're going to go over the ingredients, we're going to go over the recipe. I'm going to show you how to do it simple style so that you don't mess it up. So it's easy, even a bronze player can do it. Let's go ahead and start off. Come with me and you'll be in a world of meat imagination. We're gonna go over the ingredients now. So, got a bunch of great ingredients, fresh stuff, the best ingredients. I went ahead and picked some rosemary out of my garden. Got some spinach, got a lemon, 1 lemon, got some grès poupon, 2 eggs, jumbo size, vegetable oil that's already in my pans. I got some pre-mixed breadcrumbs because I didn't feel like making breadcrumbs, and you can do that too. I'm not here to judge you, I'm here to teach you. I got saran wrap, or any plastic wrap will work. I got a flour mixture with some salt, pepper, paprika, a little bit of cayenne. That's like a Georgian southern thing, so I put a little cayenne in there. And that's it, you know? I got 2 pans. I got 1 pan for frying the chicken. I got 1 pan for doing the spinach. I'm gonna show you what we mean with that. We're gonna do a little sauteed spinach. It's gonna be super delicious, but that's it. My goal here is to help you to make a schnitzel easily, and so that you can make one in between matches of Overwatch or in between bans for toxic behavior. All right, so step 1 is prep the chicken, and I'm gonna show you how to prep the chicken from the jump off, because a lot of these recipes are like, all right, you already got your chicken butterflied and pressed, right? You already have it all taken care of, right? And so it assumes that you, the video game player, already knows what the fuck they're talking about, and I'm gonna assume that you don't. This is a tutorial. I want you to know what they're talking about. Chicken breast is pretty simple, right? I'm gonna take the chicken breast and I'm gonna butterfly it, which means that I'm gonna cut it in half, basically. Chicken breast is pretty thick normally. In America, we have a lot of steroids and such in our chicken. So the chicken breasts are enormous, like gargantuan. So we need to butterfly it and get it thin enough so that it's gonna cook evenly throughout the whole breast. We want it to cook evenly. And even still, like that butterfly is a lot of chicken. That's a shit ton of chicken. So I'm just gonna cut it cleanly in half. And you see how I did that? I got two breasts basically now. I'm gonna show you how to press out your chicken, flatten it, and get it ready. So I'm gonna take my saran wrap, pull out a sheet of it, nice long sheet of it, and I'm gonna lay it down over the chicken breast. I'm gonna take my meat frienderizer. We met this bad boy earlier. I'm gonna take this here handy friendship side. That's the friendship side. This is the flat side of apathy. This is the spiky side of love and friendship. So we're gonna take the spiky side. And you can see just how flat that chicken gets. And again, you see how the chicken spreads off of the cutting board because it's flattening out. You want to just make sure, that's why we got the saran wrap on there, so that it doesn't escape from orbit. So, this chicken is hella friendly now. There's no chance of this chicken betraying me like those sons of bitches in Overwatch. Now, I used the whisk to whisk in the salt, pepper, paprika, and cayenne, and the whisk helps to make sure that there's an even amount of all of the different seasonings in the flour. I am gonna take my chicken and I'm gonna dredge it through the flour. When you see the word dredge, put it in flour. Now, I know a lot of you at this point are like, wait a minute, schnitzel's made with pork and his is made with chicken. Yeah, I'm making a chicken schnitzel. That's just what we're doing. That's why I said it was gonna be different. So I'm dredging the chicken through the flour mixture. Get a nice coat on the whole piece of chicken. You want to get that in there, get that nice and flour coated. That's going to be important. That's one of the most important steps. So you need to make sure that that happens, and it happens well. I now have my bowl for my breadcrumbs. 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 Those go into the bowl. But first, the egg wash, right? I told you we need to do the egg wash. I told you about that. Eggs, and we're going to use Grey Poupon, and we're going to use a little water. So I'm going to take my eggs. I'm going to take the other one out. Egg into the bowl. Skadang. Crack with confidence, but don't do crack with confidence. Fork is good for whisking eggs because it doesn't put extra air bubbles into the eggs, which is something you want to avoid. So we're just going to lightly whisk the eggs. You don't need to do it a whole much. You just need to mix the yellows and the whites together. Eggs. Again, forks keep the bubbles from coming up. You still get a little bit, but not as much. I'm going to take a little bit of ice water, a little bit of cold water. Just add that, just a little bit of water in there, just mixes it in. And then we're going to take the Grey Poupon, half a tablespoon in there. That'll be enough. And then we're going to mix that in. Just make sure that the mustard is mixed up and not like hiding in clumps. You know the way mustard likes to do. So I floured these, I dredged them, right? They're dredged up. I'm going to take them and I'm going to go egg wash, bread mix, right? So I want to take it, put it in there, mix it around in the egg wash, and then I'm going to go straight into the breadcrumbs. I'm going to get a coat of breadcrumbs on each piece of chicken. And again, make sure that you get all of the chicken covered. That's like that's the crux of this, right? Is getting the meat coated in the flour, then in the egg wash, and then in the breadcrumbs. And now that I've got that, I've got my pan on a low heat, and I got some vegetable oil in there, and I'm just going to go right into the pan. And that's going to start cooking. Second piece of chicken, flat, covered in dredge, to the egg wash. Imagine that these are checkpoints on a level, and you've hit the first one on Hanamura, and now you got to go in and assault the dojo. So you got the egg wash, you got the breadcrumbs. You're going to take it, and you're going to put it in the pan. You can try to lay it out flat. Again, be careful. This oil is hot. I don't want you to burn yourself. The more uniform the flatness of your chicken, the better it's going to be in cooking all the way through, and the easier it's going to be. Now, while that's cooking, I got another smaller pan with some more vegetable oil in it. I'm going to take that spinach I was fucking with, right? I'm just going to put it in this other smaller pan with some olive oil, or vegetable oil. You can use olive oil, but I'm just using vegetable oil. And we're going to let this saute and cook down. It'll create a wilted spinach salad that we're going to top our schnitzel with, and it's actually super delicious. So you see the spinach is wilting. I used a little bit more oil than I needed to, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. Spinach is wilted, so we got a nice wilted spinach salad that's going to go on top of our schnitzel. Schnitzel you want to be golden brown. You want it to have a beautiful crust on that, so that when you cut into it, man, it's just everything. It's life. It's life-giving. It's a really fast recipe once it starts cooking. Honestly, the only thing that takes any amount of time at all is the prep phase, and that was fast too. So let's go ahead and start plating. So I've got my schnitzel and I've topped it with my spinach salad. I have my lemon and the rosemary from my garden and my paprika. And I'm going to show you how to just garnish this. So we're going to take the lemon and we're just going to cut it in half. And we'll take that half and we'll cut it in half again. And we'll take that quarter and we'll cut it one more time. That's it. Just a wedge of lemon. Boom. You can do like that. You can do a half wedge. You can cut it long ways and put a wedge on there. None of it really matters. It's just a wedge of chicken, because when you eat it, you're gonna take that wedge and you're just gonna spritz a little lemon juice on there. I'm gonna take my fresh rosemary that I pulled, and I'm gonna do a real quick little ASMR dice, a little chip chop, and we're gonna do just a little bit of rosemary on the plate, just sprinkling it around the plate, get some green on the plate, a little bit on the chicken. Lemon wedge, like I said. I'll do that. I'll do a half wedge. I like the look of a half wedge better. And I'm gonna take the paprika, pour it in the hand first, anytime you do a seasoning. Or if you want to do a nice plate, always pour it in your hand first, and then just let it rain down. And I know that's like the funny Salt Bae thing, but honestly, like, he's doing it right, even if he's doing it fancy. Just giving a little bit of color to that plate. And that's it. I mean, that's a really great dish. I love that. That's a classic Georgia German chicken schnitzel. It's you know, my Reinhardt meat frienderizer schnitzel. I love Reinhardt. I love German food. I love schnitzel. It makes sense to me. And the only thing left for me to do is to taste it, which is my favorite part. So I'm gonna take a little bit of lemon, like I said. I'm gonna juice that up. Just get a little drizzle on there. Drip, drop, drip. A little drip, drop, drip. A little drip, drop, drip. Cut me off a piece of that. And you can see the chicken's perfectly cooked all the way through. All the way through. Perfectly cooked. I'm gonna take a little spinach salad. Oh my God, God bless. Tender and juicy. With great flavors from the breading, seasonings, lemon juice, cuts it with a nice acidity. It's bright. It's so tasty, y'all. It's so good. And it's so damn easy to make. This is my Reinhardt's meat frienderizer chicken schnitzel. I hope you make it. I hope you like it. I hope you continue to support your tank mains who eat bullets so that you can jump around like a fucking idiot on Genji. This is Cooking with Lubu. Overwatch is not a free-to-play game. It is a $30 purchase from the Battle.net store. It's made by Blizzard Entertainment. Check that out. Check out some schnitzel. Check out some German food. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the show, like, comment, subscribe below. Check out all my other shit on all my other shows. I appreciate that always. And thank you so much. And I will see you guys next time.